Hello everybody, I hope you're all having a good day today. Today's video is a little bit different and it's going to be a little bit longer than normal, but this was actually recorded a while ago with a friend of mine. His name is Jacob. He does have a YouTube channel called SuperFamily Studios, so if you wouldn't mind checking that out afterwards. He's got a lot of good videos on there, mostly Elder Scrolls Online, but he's got a few other ones in there he's mixed in, like Minecraft. So definitely check his channel out after this video here. But basically, the point of this video was just a Discord call I had with him, kind of about a lot of things in general. I mean, we're good friends. We talk about a lot of stuff in this video that I cut out because we were talking for like 3 hours, 2.5 hours, or something like that. But in general, the point of this video was to kind of just talk about YouTube and our plans for YouTube, some behind the scenes stuff with YouTube. For me, I talk about editing a little bit, just a little bit. I probably will make a separate video just because, not that anyone's asked, but I figured, it might be kind of cool to show how I make my videos. It wouldn't be like a tutorial or anything necessarily because I'm not very good at making videos so far. But it would be like, just so you guys kind of know what goes on behind the scenes. Anyways, that's for a future video. But yeah, basically we just talk about a lot of the behind the scenes stuff for YouTube. Other things like, what we think about cancel culture a little bit, or what we think about with schooling and, if or when you should continue to go to school, go to college, stuff like that. And yeah, that's basically the whole point of this video. He does have a video up already that has some of this conversation in there, so check that one out too. I'm sure he's got some different parts in it. But like I said, this was recorded a while ago. I wasn't sure if I was going to post it or not, but I think it does have some good information in here. So without further ado, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Let me know if you kind of like the more talkative videos where it's not like I'm actually really playing the game. I do have some gameplay in here, but the first half of it was just me kind of messing around while I was on the Discord call, and the second half was just some filler gameplay I put in so you guys wouldn't get too bored. So anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I hope you enjoy the video, and until next time, guys, have faith, take risks. See you later.
Shooting them about maybe our opinions on stuff. Like, I was thinking a really fun thing to talk about along with that was just be like maybe I just really liked your video on like cancel culture and stuff. I thought that was really good that you did that.
Yeah, it was I don't know, it was interesting to make because I didn't bring any facts or anything, so I wasn't, I don't know, I kind
But
of
it
felt
was,
like I was saying a lot for really not saying much. So but I appreciate it. I mean, I like to post it and at least get that general message out there. But
yeah, I think it's a good message.
yeah, especially these days.
Yeah, where everything's divisive.
Yeah. But yeah,
Everyone's mad all the time.
yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I just kind of the goal for my channel is just to try and make someone's day.
Yeah,
Obviously, it'd be
me
nice to
too.
make it a career thing, but that's kind of, I mean, because if you're just in it for the possibility of making a ton of money playing video games, it's not really gonna work out. It's just like, because you're not gonna be driven enough, because I mean, you won't really feel anything for making videos.
Yeah, yeah, no, most definitely.
But yeah, so we can try and do a few of those, like, kind of just talking videos once in a while, or because I mean that's kind of the style I was going for, kind of in general, anyways. Or at least when I first started, was like I'd play a few actual gaming, videos and put those out. But then in between them, I had like a little like update video or discussion video type thing. So
I think those are fun videos too because you get to know the um, you get to know the person who you're watching. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's the thing that I found most fun about gaming channels. Honestly, is not necessarily the game, but the person who's playing it.
Yeah. And unless you're like really good, like Ninja
Yeah, unless it's like Ninja,
or
but yeah, I mean,
Shroud or something, it really
right.
depends on the personality. So, and they've also talked about like YouTuber mental health and stuff, because I mean it's a numbers game, where you don't see like subscriber change or anything for a while, or if views go down,
Oh,
it's not cool. So
yeah, for sure.
and instead of people kind of looking at it like, okay, well, let me try and change my content up a little bit, it is pretty easy to feel like, okay, well, I'm just not entertaining, or they just don't like me that much. So
Yeah, almost. Especially if I always feel bad for those YouTubers who are like huge, and then everyone stopped caring.
yeah.
You
Well, that's
know?
another thing they talk about too is, every YouTuber, just like kind of every regular celebrity, pretty much, I mean, they have like a lifetime, on their prospective career, where at some point, for the most part, they kind of start to fade out of the scene a little bit more.
Yeah, most definitely.
So it's something where you've got to, switch up the content once in a while, or, you know, if like I'm doing all gaming videos, maybe throw like a vlog in once in a while or something to, keep people kind of interested a little bit. I don't know if you've seen.
Oh, that's Dakota.
Yeah.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah,
Oh
no,
my gosh, I love him.
yeah, he's nice. We work together too, so it's nice because he talks about my videos all the time. So
Oh, does he?
yeah,
Oh,
I mean, he's basically
I will.
like free advertisement for me, because he walks around and work like, hey, Jared makes videos or whatever. It's like, and I'm like thankful at the same time, but I'm also like, because some of the stuff I say or whatever, I don't like, you know, I don't want too many people knowing at work that I make videos. Both there, so
That's really cool. Yeah, he's a brilliant guy. He really is. He's really, really fun to talk to.
yeah, he's kind of one of those crazy ones though too, but he's a
Oh,
good
for
guy.
oh, for sure.
Yeah, and if this part makes it into the video, that'll be kind of funny. I'll leave it for him, but
Yeah, I Chick-fil-A is very understanding, which is wonderful.
yeah, they seem like relatively cool, a cool company to be employed by.
They're a phenomenal company. Yeah, I highly recommend it to anybody who's looking for a job. Even though now I'm gonna get canceled because I work for Chick-fil-A.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, your career is over, dude.
kidding.
It's
It's terrible.
it's
It's a
probably
few hairs, few, but it's still a few hairs, and I'm horrified. Like, are
it's
you freaking?
it's probably all the Karens at work you have to deal with.
Oh my gosh! Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
But I mean, I
Oh.
think I have a little spot of gray hair too, and to be honest, I think I've had that since like first grade or something. I don't know what it is.
Really interesting,
I
dude.
can't see it. I've never been able to see it, but everyone, well, like my parents and whoever that actually look at the top of my head say it's there. So I mean, I guess I believe them. Maybe it's just been a conspiracy theory, but it works. Because to be honest, I've hardly read any of the YouTube rules. I just kind of watched some videos
That's
on it.
yeah. I haven't either. I'm not gonna lie.
It's like if you clearly like steal someone's content or whatever, or don't add anything to it. Like the memes and stuff I add in should be fine, and like the laser beam clips should be fine, because I'm adding
Yeah.
to it, and I'm not like just posting his video. So
Right.
I mean, if he wanted to, he probably could go through all the channels that use his clips and be like, yeah, sorry, but someone his size does not have the time to do that and probably wouldn't want to do that. So
Probably doesn't care, right?
yeah, so I should be okay on most accounts, but yeah, that one joke is like, oh, maybe, I don't know, that could be an issue later. With you, recording your gameplay and audio like through your iPad and phone and stuff, it's really it's not too bad when you watch the videos. It's actually pretty. You got some good stuff, so it's
Well,
not
thank
like
you.
I'm not like sitting there like, oh yeah, that's it's you know what I mean. It's pretty
Yeah,
good.
he did his best. Sure, yeah. Well, thank you. I'm glad it's working out okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's not fancy stuff, but it's relatively, I did invest some of the money I had set aside into, the computer and other things. So, I can do like the fancier editing because I have the software to do it. But
Oh yeah, most.
but so I think, and this is what because we watched one of your videos the other day. And our dad was there too.
Oh,
Um,
that's tough.
I think it actually probably was the Minecraft video. I think I went and rewatched that recently. But um dang it, I forgot what I was gonna say. I'm just talking too much and then I um but yeah, you can tell that um like I said earlier, even without like that editing and stuff, you got a pretty good internet personality, I would say. You're a little bit more, I would say, expressive than me and Cameron are. So it's just even without like the editing and stuff. I think in general you're probably more entertaining to watch just because you got that presence. Whereas I kind of, and this is why I do a lot of the editing that I do, is because I kind of rely on that post production humor stuff a little bit more. So
Well, thank you. I do think though, you and Cameron's sense of humor is a lot better than mine. Oh my gosh, you guys are just really fun people.
sometimes, I mean, I'd say Cameron's kind of a jerk, once in a while, but
Oh,
it's
of course. Yeah, don't tell him.
of course he's not here. Yeah, he's not here to defend himself, but
Right,
that's all right.
exactly. So therefore, he can't.
Exactly. No.
You know, I don't make myself a rigorous schedule. I was just telling Stephanie that.
Yeah.
Not just with gaming, but it's with literally anything. If I don't make myself a schedule where I'm like, at this time I will do this, I won't do it. That's why. Yeah, I just won't. That's just how I am, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, it's very hard to, especially when like I was at 39 subscribers for like basically a month, and so I haven't got my goal yet of 50, which was, my goal was to hit it last month, actually the end of August or before the end of August. So it was like it does kind of get demoralizing when you don't see that growth, and then it's like, well, I'm kind of tired too today, so I don't really want to do anything.
Right, exactly. Which, if we have that attitude, we're not gonna. If we want to do this full time, which we will, we have to
Yes.
have that.
Yeah.
Um,
You
we
just
have
got to
to have
stick
that.
with it.
Right, because if we're just kind of like half in it, we're not gonna get anywhere. We're just not. It's just the people who get. I mean, think of it. Do you know how many people want to play video games or just talk to people for a living?
Yeah.
Everyone wants that, but the people who succeed are the people who go above and beyond, and that's what we have to do. We have to have the attitude of this is what we're gonna do, and not hey, this would be cool.
Yeah.
Um,
And I mean, there's going to be days where we don't want to record and we're going to just have to because, we got to get a video out or something. So,
oh
it's,
right, most.
or to edit. Like I was saying earlier, like the last video, I had no problem coming in here and like, yeah, I'm going to edit for a few hours or whatever because I was just really excited and how it was going to turn out.
Yeah.
And so it's like, stuff like that, I wouldn't have any issues putting in the extra time to do that. But then like I was saying, the Fall Guys one, it wasn't my favorite, so when I did have to go in and edit that, it was kind of like I'll do it for like 30 minutes, and then it just wasn't the same energy. So I
It's
used to
kind of
get
a.
up early when I went to school, but I don't do that anymore.
Oh, right, exactly. Same. I dropped out for a reason.
Yeah.
But it's kind of another thing a successful person does. It's like if you just do what's comfortable for you, you aren't going to get anywhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I always think back to my father. He's the most successful person I personally know. And he, man, does not sleep. And I mean, even when he's not at work, he's working.
Yeah.
Very successful. That's something I tried. Something I really, I just think is really cool. So it's hard, and that's something I'm really glad that we're doing this together.
Yeah.
Because, well, I wouldn't be able to do this by myself without someone else doing it with me. I just couldn't.
Yeah.
I'm too lazy.
Yeah. See, for me, it's just more of the social part. It's not. I mean, I'm lazy, but like for this, it's unless I'm just like tired or whatever, or it's been a rough day, I pretty much plan on recording or editing most every day. But it's like it makes it easier knowing that you're kind of going through the same stuff and embarrassing yourself on camera too. So it's
Yeah.
like how. Well, actually, I don't know if you noticed. I did post on Instagram that I made like a TikTok for my YouTube channel. Not that I use it too often.
Yeah.
But in the first day, I got 70 followers on TikTok, and I posted like 3 things. It was like, dude,
Holy crap!
I have like 13 videos on not, I had like 10 at the time, videos on my YouTube channel. Each of them took at least, like 10 hours to make. So, and I just got 70 followers on TikTok for posting like 40-second clips, and it's like, what the heck?
I think that's smart, though. I was talking, Stephanie and I were talking. It's so much easier, just the way that TikTok's algorithm works, to get followers on TikTok because it shares people who have no views and people who have 1 million views.
Yeah.
So if you want to grow your YouTube channel, I remember seeing that post and then thinking, wow, that's really smart of you.
Yeah.
But jeez. Yeah. I don't remember what I was saying yet, but Michaela's not watching because she has school. She's trying to get educated or something, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that education stuff.
Yeah, I don't know about the education stuff either. I think it's all.
Yeah, who needs that?
I always tell people at work, they're like, school. I'm like, just drop out. That's what I did.
Hey, it
it's so fun seeing their reaction.
Yeah.
They're like, what? Would you do that?
Yeah, well, I mean, you can drop out, and then if you decide to go back, it'll be more difficult, but, it's not impossible,
Right.
so.
Oh, it's not impossible. I guarantee you I will not go back, though.
Yeah.
I know.
Was it just, you just don't have anything, you're passionate about going back into it, or you just hated the school work kind of stuff so much, you just don't want to do it?
Just both. I think college, way too many people go to college than should, in my opinion. I think if you know for a fact your degree is going to benefit you in wherever you're trying to go, I say, yeah, go to college. But most people, I would say, don't need to go. Because I literally know, I think I know 2 people in my entire family who actually use their college degrees.
Yeah.
Like, that's insane.
Yeah, it is kind of weird how that works, because everyone talks about how you switch your degree all the time, or most people do. And it's one thing to kind of be like, okay, well, I learned that I like this more now, and then you do it. But that's the thing, most people, I feel like, just go into it because that's the next step in your life, supposedly, is, college and a degree. But it's like, if
that's
you're
why
not really inclined to do that, it's kind of it's a waste of money. Possibly, if you don't end up, liking what you're doing and you just go get a degree that you're not going to use, and then you're
Yeah.
in debt, and then you got life starts to pick up a little bit with other things. So
Oh, most definitely.
me and Cameron decided to skip the 1 year or last year, because it was hard to do, not necessarily because we wanted to try and stay and figure out what we wanted to do, but just because with the financial aid we did have, the first semester we were basically paid to go to school. So it was like, yeah, I don't really want to be here, and I'm not really passionate about anything or looking into anything that could be a future career here. But
Yeah.
I'm not really losing money either. So then I kind of feel bad for not going into doing whatever. But so it was.
Yeah.
I feel like even though it was easier for us to make that choice, it was also harder. It was like, but I'm not losing that much money, so I might as well stick it out. But at the end of the day, we were like, yeah, I don't know if that's gonna work for us. So
Yeah, totally. If you're going to college without a clear vision, I don't know. I just don't think it's
yeah,
an intelligent idea. If you like, when I was going to college, my reasons for going were so freaking stupid. I was just like, oh, I guess I should just go to college because I guess that's what I just have to do. I
yeah,
don't know, so, um, and then when I was there, I was like, this isn't getting me anywhere. I'm just wasting money and time. But our culture is so, you have to go to college. You have to
yeah,
go to college. When it's like, why on earth would I go to college
yeah,
if I'm getting a degree I'm not going to use? Like, I've literally had conversations with family members where their exact words, my extended family, my immediate families disagrees with this, but I love them, but they're like, their exact words will get a degree in something. It's like, why?
yeah,
Like, I'm not going to use it, but so just dump 100 grand and then just not use the degree. That makes no sense to me. When I could
yeah,
just, why would I? It's just go in debt for no reason. Like, why?
yeah.
Why would I
Well,
do
it
that?
certainly depends on the degree too. Like, I mean, if you get a associate's or a bachelor's, it could be a waste of money, but at least that's something. But if you go in just to go all the way and get the fancy ones, then it's like, oh shoot, that was a ton of money. It's like, and that's one
Yeah,
thing too, where maybe like we went to, not that we necessarily got into university either, but we went to LCC because it's cheaper, and you're going to be taking pretty much the same classes anyways the first year or two of university. So you're
yeah. It's a smart decision. That's what it is.
so
Yeah,
yeah, even if you go and you go to college, choose community college first until you like, okay, yeah, this is something I actually want to try and get a degree in, and I want to get it from somewhere better than this with more name recognition and opportunities. Then that's where you can decide to. I'm talking like I actually know anything about it, but then you can decide to invest that money back into your education and then your future career. But
yeah. I think that's smart. That's smart. You just got to be smart. Don't be stupid, which I think most people are just being stupid. Like,
some good life advice right there.
I know. No, I was stupid. Like, I don't know, learn from your mistakes type thing. Like, I went to college for literally no reason, and then I realized I really felt God trying to pull me away from that. But I was like, no, I'm supposed to be here. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah,
You know, have no direction.
yeah.
I could just go make money. you know?
Yeah. Well, if you don't mind me asking, so what was kind of some of the pulls away from college for you then? Other than just kind of not liking it or whatever. You know?
It felt pointless and directionless. Everyone had when you go to college, I feel like you should have a clear goal of what you want, what you're getting your degree for, or at least a general idea. Like, I've had friends in high school who are like, I'm going for engineering. I don't know exactly what my job's going to be, right? But I at least have, I know my degree will benefit me. I know this is the general idea of what I wanted to do. What I want to do is, like, I would love, this channel to take off. That'd be blast. Or anything in like acting or theater, anything that remotely has to do with any of that. I would have a blast doing. Um, Basically, what I'm trying to say is none of my interests would benefit from a college degree because it's all stuff you have to just get experience wise. You can't roll up to like a film industry and be like, look, I got this degree from this prestigious university. No one
Yeah.
cares. I
Yeah.
remember I worked on a short film with one of my friends um, in college. His name was Christian, and this guy who we were working with, this director, he was already like a general manager. He did something else where he was making a lot of money. He did this on the side, and he had like professional film. It was cool.
Hmm.
And there was this one guy who I worked with, and he interned in Hollywood. Interned in Hollywood
Yeah.
with real filmmakers, right? And then he is back in Michigan working on this no budget, not getting paid short film. And I'm
Yeah.
like, do I really want to go to college, waste all this time and money if and I was just thinking, the more I thought of why am I here? Why am I at this? Why am I going to college? The more it felt just kind of, I don't know, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it
And if you
does.
don't, I had no freaking. What I'm trying to say is, I had no direction. I had no clue why I was there.
Yeah.
And
It's
if that's the case, then you've gotta move away.
yeah. Well, it's interesting, for me and Cameron's perspective, where we both work at Kroger's, and like when we first went and got hired in, we went to it was a job fair they were having, and um, the manager, or at least the HR manager at the time, he was supposedly, I mean, I kind of trust him. He was apparently, because he was talking about interest or whatever that I had in the interview. I mentioned video games and other things, and like, oh, do you play Call of Duty or anything? It's like, yeah, I play that, and I play some Battlefield too. And he was like, oh, I used to be a professional Call of Duty player, and at the time I was
What?
like, yeah. At the time I had no idea exact. I was kind of in my head. I was like, okay, you know, because I knew there were like people would get together and kind of hold tournaments, but in my head I didn't see like there was a league or anything for it. And when he was doing it, as we would talk about it later or whatever, there wasn't. Like, he would get a few first place placings, and he would get like a few $1,000s of like computer parts or something. Whereas now there's an actual league, with teams, and they'll get millions of dollars for winning. Cause that's just how
Holy
the industry has changed. So, and he's
yeah,
always been
that's
pretty
nuts.
good. So I can imagine earlier he was probably all right. He was pretty young though for a HR manager. He's probably like 30 something.
Oh
So,
wow. Yeah.
but so we had that guy in our workplace where that was a big interest of mine, was not necessarily being a pro video game player, but I was starting to look into, this content creation stuff. Um,
Yeah.
and then the boss I have now, which I still knew, but I was in a different department, so I didn't talk to him all the time. He was a minor league hockey player for a while.
Oh
So that's
wow.
another interest of mine where it was like, it's interesting that both of these guys are, they've done interest of mine, but they're still here at Kroger's, you know, or like all these other people we know there have went and gotten degrees in whatever they've done, at MSU or other universities, and they still end up at, a place like Kroger's, a minimum wage job. So it's like, um, it's one of those things that gets you thinking, like, if no matter where you go, you're probably there's always that chance that it's just not going to work out, right? And you're going to have to work a job you don't want to work. So you might as well try and do something that you really enjoy and make that your a living from it. So
Yeah.
that's one of the reasons why I still feel kind of comfortable trying to pursue this because, like, you know, I mean, I don't hate my job there. It's not my favorite thing, but I go in and most of the people are just great. I talk to them, all of them, you know, all the time pretty much, and no issues really. So it's like if I have to sacrifice a year or two of me, or 3 or 4, who knows, of me working here, it's like I don't think that's too much of a sacrifice, especially because we are in a decent home situation right now. You know, I don't have too many bills to pay. I do have to pay for a few things in rent and stuff for staying at the house, but it's not like crazy. It's not like what you guys are doing right now. So I'm pretty fortunate in that aspect too. So it's like I really got to put in the effort to try and make this work because of all the, I would say, probably advantages I do have over a lot of people. So that's where I kind of think of it too. On the college part, I kind of went on a tangent there, but it's like, you know, no matter what you do, there's always a chance you're going to work at McDonald's, you know?
Yeah.